Hi, this is Lily Cotilla. Welcome to Ibogreen. I want you to imagine for a moment, from the day that you were born, being taught this knowledge of what you accepted as truth, this card deck, allowable in a certain arrangement, a certain formation that made sense numerically according to point values associated, according to various suits. Your whole life is built neurologically and in connection with others from the day you were born to these arrangements of concepts, whether they be historical, biological, ways of looking at relations, the should-dos of life, the blame, the scold, the repetitive cycle of the pattern. It doesn't work for everyone. Some people are fine just going through the motions, not thinking to deeper levels, just being. That's great. Some people are thinkers and creative ones in life, and talkers and explorers, usually ones with higher oxytocin, seeking new perspectives and new solutions to ideas. Living in a world of this linear, acceptable pattern is very hard for those types of individuals who like to think and imagine outside the box. It is typically this personality type, when exposed to opiates and or heroin, that get hooked really quickly because it numbs them out. With numbing out, this pattern of arrangement and acceptance of what has been taught and what one is supposed to do in the course of chronological years is much more palatable. However, heroin and opiates is difficult to function in life when you're addicted. Ibogaine not only resets the receptor cells and the addiction patterns of the body, such that the body does not go into withdrawal, because the opiates and the heroin that once occupied receptor sites are quickly replaced with ibogaine, a plant medicine from Africa that fills those exact same receptor sites, and the individual does not experience withdrawals, because it is almost as if it tricks the body and says to the body that heroin and opiates are still part of it, even though they are not. Ibogaine is stored in adipocytes or the fat cells for 10 weeks and is released slowly to prevent the gruesome withdrawals of heroin and opiates, both short-acting and long-acting. A secondary effect of this plant medicine is that it has psychedelic properties in 70% of the population, though we have experienced it to be much more. So with ibogaine, what happens is this linear deck gets reshuffled, and in the reshuffling process, people look at life differently, and they accept life differently. The cards no longer have to be in the same suit that they were taught from day one. They don't have to walk the march. It is okay to be different. They just have to find different people like themselves so they don't get stuck in that formation. It doesn't work for them. I obviously haven't played poker in a while. But the suit after Ibogaine has entirely different meanings, has entirely different arrangements. And as you can see, there's a new making sense of content, of information, of organization and categorization of mental concepts that were once linear and taught as the acceptable truth, though not fitting congruently with certain personalities that then have to numb out through the use of opiates. So Ibogaine allows you to reshuffle your deck. It allows you to experience your shadow self and have it be okay that you view the world differently. There's nothing to prove. It's not about going back to childhood trauma, the repeat broken record over and over again. It's about expansion. It's about looking at life and experiencing life in new ways, coming up with new arrangements, new ways of being, new ways of reacting to the very same experiences that have always presented in life. So Ibogaine, this plant medicine, is absolutely miraculous in that it prevents opiate and heroin withdrawals. And from a neurological perspective, the sky is not the limit. You rearrange and reshuffle your neurological deck of cards, associations. The platforms that you get stuck on no longer exist because you can hop to new ones, new viewpoints, new perspectives, and new vantage points in a quick snap, whereas before you were linear stuck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. Break the boredom of your own brain. You don't need to numb out. Use Ibogaine as a gift to yourself to break free of the intergenerational pattern, to break free of the numbing, to allow yourself to connect with this spiritual world and that of nature, and that of peace and harmony, and laughter and happiness, and the fulfilling of life's purpose. But you must break free of the mold. And this can be done in therapy, though it would take years and years. Ibogaine presents to you the reshuffling in a matter of 24 to 36 hours. And you see the world and the relationship of you with respect to other with brand new eyes, with brand new heart, with brand new ways of experiencing life, senses, connections. The choice is ultimately up to yours. You're more than welcome to stay in the march of lines. Welcome to Ibogaine if you choose another path.